Hello, everybody, and welcome to Owner Mode again. So, gotta love retro tech. I had bought one of my friends is texting about the stream. So I had bought a crappy third-party memory card on Amazon, thinking, oh yeah, it'll be perfect. It's 512 megabytes. It's huge. It'll be great for streaming video games, or for saving video games, rather. A bunch of them on there. Well, I saved rosters, no problem. Settings, no problem. You name it, no issues. I do want to make sure that my settings are correct. I do have audio on. I don't know if you noticed that I have audio, that I have the music on. So hopefully you can hear me over the music. But as I was saying, make sure here that I want to make sure the pitch cursor is on. That's the one I'm thinking of, not fade. Great. That's one of my things that I like having on. So we'll do all that. Great. Just save the options again. But so I had used the memory card that I bought on Amazon, and yeah, corrupted the owner mode file. I tried what I could. I tried copying it to a different memory card. No luck. The rosters, fine. The settings, fine. Everything else, fine. No issues. It was for some reason that owner mode saved. So because of that, I'm using a different memory card, and we're going to try this again. This is actually a memory card from my childhood. Over the weekend, my parents found my childhood GameCube, along with the memory cards, and my childhood copy of MVP Baseball 2005. So that's kind of awesome. But, obviously, because of that, so I have now a bigger memory card. It's a third-party one that's like 1,019 blocks, enough for MVP Baseball. Because the problem is, owner mode alone is about, it's 200-some blocks, 207, I believe. Rosters are 100-some. Other stuff is less, but that's a lot of blocks when GameCube memory cards, the original Nintendo ones, like this one, if you can see it, that was 251 blocks. So you could save either owner mode or your rosters, not both. So yeah, I had to deal with that. But luckily, I have this memory card, which had a few other saves on it from different games and stuff. I deleted some, moved some to a different memory card, and now we have this memory card just for the owner mode from when I was a kid. Actually, the second owner mode from when I was a kid, because my other owner mode, I beat and completed the 30 years and things, and to the point that I was like, I'm starting a new one. So I did. And that one is going well in 2010, so 5 years in. I'm not going to play that. We're going to do a new one here. Just like last time, it's going to be a Ask Me No Team Chemistry. I don't know why they do this, that one thing for Team Chemistry. We'll use our profile. We will not use default rosters. We will do a fantasy player draft, just like we had before. We will do a random fantasy staff draft as well. By the way, say hi in the chat if you're watching, especially because I put on low latency, so hopefully you'll be able to help me with the decisions I want to make in terms of who to draft and things like that. Actually, you guys can help me with the rules. So there are a couple of rules I'm not sure if I'm going to keep or not. So the difficulty will be MVP, but that's, I think, just more for the mode, not necessarily for games, because I'm going to play it Rookie or Pro on games. We are going to use unlockable players. Now, should we have the DH in both leagues or just in the American League? Or do we want to go just National League? I'm leaning toward both, considering it was in both leagues last year in actual Major League Baseball. So I'm like, maybe we do that. We are going to use the unlockable players just like last time, as I realized that my headphones are a little tangled up here. There we go. Now I don't have to worry about the crack cord in the way. So, as I was saying, though, I'm thinking that we'll use the unlockable players. I will not use Katie Roy, who is the created player that's fake, that you can create to unlock everybody, which I did, even though I have like 38,000 points on my profile here. So we'll use unlockable players, which means, well, like last time, it was Lou Brock and Bob Lemon were in the rotation, which was fun. We'll have the DH in both leagues. Fair trades, large budgets, financial advisor on, yes, definitely. Variable stuff. So we are going to have to do 95 rounds of drafting along with a fantasy staff draft. We will not have Katie Royce, so we won't be able to use that cheat code of a player. We'll have to just see how we do here. As my friend Ari is checking in, he votes for both, so yeah, we'll do both. That is totally fine with me. So, let's get going with the owner mode. Last time the draft took 3 hours. I don't want to take 3 hours to draft this time. I'm probably... Okay, we're 8th in the staff draft. That's not terrible. I'm thinking that, unfortunately, we can't rebrand the team and change its logo, which kind of stinks. So we can pick whoever we want. We are definitely not picking him. Maybe him. Whoever you are, you're really good. Like, scary good. Like, I think we're going to have to pick the person who is a 97, 97, 99, 98. More than anything else. So let's do it. Let's do this guy, Anderson. No question. Not even going to look at anything else. We could get Grover for that. I'm thinking, though, we should get somebody else for... We should get one of these, like, pitching coach or hitting coach. I'm thinking this guy's hitting coach is pretty good. 99 for discipline, 89 contact, 94 power. I don't give a crap about bunting anyway. Great. Done. When my friend Ari doesn't want to make an account, so he's texting me as he watches. I think he needs to make the account because then anybody coming in can see the chat as it goes. I think that would be entertaining. That's just me. Also, I realized that the chat is supposed to pop up on the stream. I'm not sure that it is. It's supposed to pop up on one part of this, below me, next to the game that's being played. I don't know if it has done it. So let's see. We have an MLB hitting coach. Let's look at a pitching coach maybe. Not sure about either of these guys. Is there somebody who's really good at something, like a trainer maybe, who's good? None of them are that special. Could have Eric Wedge managing our minors, but he's not anything that good. I mean, I don't really want a guy who's good at bunting as a hitting coach. I really don't. That's not something I have an interest in. This guy, though, I think this guy could be good as our minors hitting coach, so let's do it. Okay. We still need a minor league manager, but I don't think anyone's going to take any of the guys that we're looking at, so I'm not worried there. Especially because some of these guys, it really doesn't matter what they're doing. Let's see. Pitching coach. Maybe a scout. I think we should probably get a scout. Butch Cassidy. I'm going to assume his first name is Butch, even though you can't find that out. A lot of J names also after. Not good with potential, but do we really need to worry about potential for a major league scout? Not as much. I want more a minor league scout to kind of have that. Is anybody? I'm trying to think what matters more. I think probably recovery and durability more than arm strength and leg strength for a trainer. Let's just get him and go to... We'll worry about a minor league manager last. We should probably have a pitching coach too, though. Okay, so control movement velocity. So not big on the pickoffs, not great on stamina, but that's okay. I think we can live with that. Minors manager. I'm coming back to that one eventually. Care about these scouts now. Like, these guys would be perfect because they know potential. And that's what matters more in the minors, right? I don't know. This is all just guessing anyway. So a minor league manager would be one spot we could do. I don't want a guy who's does fielding and base running are his focuses. Ozzie Guillen. Maybe we do that one. He's kind of average. We'll come back to that. Let's get a minors pitching coach first. I would like someone who knows, control movement and velocity are their three that they're really good at. compared to stamina and pickoff. Unfortunately, it looks like we can only really get guys who are 2 out of the 3, not 3 out of the 3, like this guy. 99 control, 98 velocity, not much for movement, and not much for the others. So I guess if he's going to be available for a while, we'll come back to that. And if we can find a good scout, let's just, screw it. Ozzie Guillen, welcome to the team. Miners pitching coach will be the guy who I like to have. Well, this guy has a lot of velocity and movement, but I'd rather have the velocity and control guy, wherever he is. Oh no, don't tell me he got picked. I'd be very bummed if that guy got picked, unless I missed him. Oh no, that's really bad if I missed him and he got picked. That's really sad. Well, that's what happens, unfortunately. So, oh no, there he is. Missed him by that much, so we're good. Now we have to get a minor scout and an amateur scout, and that's it for our staff. All I really care about is potential. So this guy has an 88. Works for me. And then our amateur scout for the draft. 92 potential. Great. Sign him up. Done. And that is it for that draft. Now, where are we picking for actual players? Out of the top 10. Oh, dear. 19th. Not exactly where you want to be picking. But heck, we'll make it work. Get Albert Pujols. That's good in the first round. Or Bob Gibson and Warren Spahn. So we're doing this, of course, all over again. So let's take Pujols because he's 25 and he's Albert freaking Pujols. I mean, come on. That's gonna be... He's an all-timer. Ooh, we can get Beltre on the other corner? I mean, I think we have to do it. So the way that this works with the historic all-time greats, those guys are 29 or 30. So you get like half their careers. I guess half of their new careers. So let's go with Beltre. Because that would be another guy who's really good, and at this point, really young. This is 15 years ago. Jim Thome's in the Hall of Fame now. He's 34 in this. So, we're not drafting Clemens, that's for sure. Buck Leonard. Maybe? I mean, he can play the outfield as a backup, and he's a really good hitter, but he's 29. I'd rather get a guy who's a little younger, maybe? I mean, does it even matter? We can always trade half these guys anyway. First baseman can't play anywhere else. You can play the outfield. Welcome to the team. Now it's a bunch of starters who are the best guys. Freddie Garcia really was that good that he was considered better than Roy Halladay at this point. So we could get 24-year-old Mark Prior, but I'm betting that Prior has a really bad... There it is, pitching attributes. No, what is it? Batting attributes? No, fielding, running. Durability, 70, really? Burley's is 90. I'm going to go with Burley, despite being a couple years older. I mean, it's Mark Burley. How could you not pick the guy? Maddox is 38 at this point. He's also Greg Maddux. So that's... In 2008, there was a month of 2008 where the only 2 stolen bases by the San Diego Padres were by Greg Maddux. In 2008, the guy's like 40 at the time. Oh, Dallas Perez. Kerry Wood's 27 at this point. None of these guys are that great of options. I mean, do we want to just... I think we need a number 2 starter who's pretty good. But I guess if we're thinking that we can really develop pitching over the years, who cares if the first guys we draft, if we get Maddux at 38? He won't be here at 39, that's fine. So let's take Maddux here. So we have 2 starters. I guess we'll get a third one now? 23-year-old Rich Harden or 42-year-old Jamie Moyer? Ooh, that's a tough one. Let's go with Harden, because Moyer is old. I'm sorry. Oh, 21-year-old Zach Greinke. Yes. Now we have 4 starters. And I'm thinking that we'd be okay not getting another starter right now, because these guys aren't exactly world beaters. Though Francis is young. These are not exactly, I mean, didn't he sign with Colorado because the schools were good? Sorry, someone was texting me. Hampton, no worries. Let's, Jarrett Wright, no. Yeah, we're gonna go for somebody else. Somebody who can play a position that's not first base, as much as we love Jeff Bagwell. 36, he wasn't even that good in this game, wow. Not Derek Lee. Come on, not a first baseman. My God, not a first baseman. We have 2 already. Okay, Lou Brock or Coco Crisp. As weird as that sounds, that's actually a difficult decision, because Crisp can probably field better. He can, and Brock can't field that well, but he is faster. Let's go with Crisp here, and then if Brock is available next round, we'll take him. He is not available. Someone else took him. Never mind. Let's see. Somebody that isn't a starting pitcher. Who's the best non-starting pitcher? Because all of these guys are still available. This is Kevin Millar, fun fact. I know, right? I know, that's so bizarre, because he wasn't part of the players' union. No thank you, JT Snow. We don't need a closer that badly, especially not a 35-year-old closer. Or a 31-year-old closer. Or a guy who homered on opening day 3 consecutive years. After this game takes place. Wes Kruko is someone famous, I think. I'm going to pass on him. We could go with Matt Holliday in left field then, and then platoon him, because he's really good against righties. How old is he in this? 25? Let's do it. I like that one. Again, we can get a lot of these guys who, some of them pitched for a long time after this happened. Bruce Chen was on the Indians a few years after this. A bunch of years after this. Esteban Loaiza is, I believe, in a prison in some Central or South American country because of drug charges. So, yeah. Good for you, I guess. Let's see. We don't need a reliever that badly. We don't need you, that's for sure. At this point, he'd still play to get to 3,000 hits. Interesting. Craig Wilson, no. We really need... I mean, I guess we don't need another outfielder necessarily, but if we do get someone, we would like them to be better against lefties for sure. We could use a couple of middle infielders, definitely. Let's actually look at those positions. Catcher, anybody good there? Not really. I mean, there's a Molina, but not the Molina we would want. Unfortunately, I mean, Michael Barrett's fine, but nothing that good. None of these guys are great. They're all platoon guys. Truly. Or backups. We have first baseman, second base. Sean Figgins can play anywhere, so that's not the worst idea for a second baseman. Third base we don't need. Shortstop. Get Phil Rizzuto, who's good and a pretty good fielder. I think I'm going to pass, though. And we're going to go with, not Bossman Jr. As, although he can hit lefties well, he's young and I don't know. What do they have to say about that? Could have a string of gold gloves. This guy had more position changes than gold gloves, I'm pretty sure. Ooh, Euclid is a nice option. 95 plate discipline for the Greek god of walks. We already have a third baseman, so we don't need him. We will go, let's go with Figgins, because then if somebody else gets hurt, he can play there. Oh, hey Layla, welcome back. And unfortunately, I can't name any of these players after you, but hope you don't mind. So, earlier today I was streaming Pokemon Red Randomized as part of the Nuzlocke. It did not go as well as I would have liked. Lost a few Pokemon, so we'll have to do some grinding next time I stream it, which will be tomorrow, though I'm not sure what time tomorrow. Follow me on Twitter, and you'll know I'll tweet it out when I go live. And also, if you follow me on here, you can get a notification when I go live. Could get Rizzuto. But it's a weird thought that you could argue Khalil Green's better than Phil Rizzuto. Khalil Green's not that good. But I think we're going to pass on a shortstop right now. I mean, we could get Barry Larkin. Barry Larkin. You ready? Pele is a great name for a baseball player. I mean, some of the names of these baseball players, it's... Who knows why they name their kids these things. Like, who puts a Y in Lance? And then his brother is named Jason with a Y in it, which at least is a little less bad. But naming your kid Lance with a Y in it is just why. Yeah, why. So we need a catcher still. Let's see if there's a good catcher available for value. Olivo can hit lefties, but we would need someone who can then hit righties, which I guess Redmond could do. We piece that together. We could get an old Piazza, and then hope that we can find another catcher. Because at least he could hit against both righties and lefties. Maybe? Thinking that's probably the way to go, maybe. I don't know. Olivo's only 26. He seems to be... Let's see. Okay, 88, 83. By the way, I'm getting something that hopefully, if the quality of the image isn't fantastic for the game, it will get better. I promise you that much. It will improve. So actually, I can't hear anything because of the way that the all this stuff works. I don't need these on. I just realized I don't need those on because I can't actually hear anything. Also, I need to figure out why the chat box doesn't want to load on my end. Unless, is it loaded here? No, I don't... Chat's supposed to come up there. I'm gonna see if I can figure out why that doesn't come up. It's very odd. That doesn't want to come up. Let's see. I don't know why that's the case. I wish I could figure that out. Let's do that. Done. Maybe now messages will show up. I think maybe I just missed them and they got deleted or something from there after a certain amount of time. Who knows? Either way, I can't hear the game. I don't need to hear the game. I love the music though, so I kept it in so it's not just silent. Let's pick Olivo because he's young, and at least then we have half a platoon, which isn't awful, and he's really good against lefties, so that's fine. Come back for another catcher. We still need a shortstop, and we still could use another outfielder. Cesar Turris isn't terrible. He's only 25. Well, somebody took Rizzuto. Let's go with it. Let's go with him. Why not? Let's see. These guys have the exact same stats. I'd pass there. Let's see. Oh, Willie Mo. Willie Mo's coming no matter what. Gotta take Willie Mo. Sorry. He'll platoon. He can play against lefties and never righties, and that's fine. And he can platoon with Holiday. That'll work great. Wonderful. So, who's the best available? Get a fifth starter. Maybe not the worst idea. We don't need another first baseman. Even if Shea Hillenbrand can hit a bunch of lefties, no. Get a fifth starter. Let's wait, I think, a little bit. Julio Franco. Guy played till he was 50. He can still hit. That's the crazy part. Part of me wants to draft him because he can just hit the ball. Just have him mash. Let's have him mash. Great. Let's go with it. Now we'll get a starter. Jason Johnson. He has diabetes. That's all I know about him. He pitched for the Indians and he always wore a pump on the mound. Brett Myers hit his wife. That's what I know about him. So we're not going to draft him, that's for sure. Kip Wells didn't turn out to be much. Jeff Suppan pitched for a while, but wasn't that good. Maybe we'll just get a prospect for the fifth spot and go from there. Juan Rincon isn't bad. He's 26 as our closer. Let's do it. We need a relief. We need some relief pitching. Still need a fifth starter. Hideo Nomo could be an option after a really bad season there. He's 36, maybe not. I don't know that I want a starter. This guy's 20, and he's a top 100 prospect, so why not? As our fifth starter, We can always swap him out and trade or find someone. Let's take him. So we right now have, yes, I know, 3 first basemen. He'll play the outfield. He'll DH, so that's good. We could use another catcher and some relief pitching. So let's check out catchers. Okay, Olivo's really good against lefties. We need someone who's good against righties. If there's anybody that you guys see who you're like, oh, we should get him on this team, let me know. Put it in the chat. Sandy Alomar Jr., but he really can't hit righties that well. Vance Wilson can, though, and that's not a bad option. He can really hit righties, and that's all that we need is someone to hit righties. Great. So we have 2 catchers. First base, second, short, third, left, center, and right, and we have 5 starters along with a one reliever. We could get another prospect to be our 6th starter / a long man. Maybe. He's gonna be good. He's the top 100 prospect. I've played enough of this game to know who's gonna be good and who's not. And this guy, I think, ends up decent, but not that good. This guy ends up pretty good. So we'll take him. And now we need to just get relievers. Are Juan and Ricardo Rincon related? I don't know, but they're both gonna be in our bullpen. Great. Still need a few more relief pitchers, and then we'll just draft some bench guys. So we got the Rincons. Let's see. He is a lefty, he's a righty. So we have at least one of each. That's good. We're not drafting Joe Borowski. I can tell you that for a fact. Rudy has a good fastball, might as well. 36, whatever. It's a relief pitcher. He won't be on the team after a season or 2. Mike Jackson, 40 years old at this point. Ooh, Dustin Hermanson might not be a bad option. He had some saves in 2005. He also has really good stamina. That's something that'll help you as a reliever. So let's take him. Great. So we now have 10 pitchers. Maybe we take one more. Probably should, since we only have, 4 relief pitchers? We need one more, probably. And then we'll just draft bench guys. Al Reyes. 0.75 ERA in 12 innings. Okay, that's what it is. Aaron Foltz, not going to happen. Todd Van Poppel, I'd rather not. Maybe there's a young reliever who's like 20 or 22? Maybe not. We'll come back. All these guys kind of suck. We'll come back for a relief pitcher. We're not getting another starting pitcher. We'll deal with that at AAA. We have enough. Who's the best non-starting pitcher available? Let's find out. Matt Barquette. Okay, how about next non-starting pitcher who also isn't a first baseman? No offense, Josh Phelps. Jeremy Reed. Young center fielder. So we need another outfielder, probably. He can't hit that well, but at least he's kind of okay against righties. Can he field well? Not that well for a guy who's a center fielder. He can't play all 3 outfield spots, just center and left, which kind of defeats the purpose of certain things, because I have a left field platoon. I need someone who can play right field. Jose Macias. Okay, he can play everywhere. He can hit righties well enough to be able to play against them, and he can field. Done. As much as I was thinking about Grady, trust me, I loved Grady Sizemore in Cleveland. He's gone now. He's somewhere else. I couldn't justify it there. So we still need maybe a third catcher, maybe another infielder. If there's a... Okay, Jason LaRue is... The thing is, we have the 2 catchers, unless someone is such a good fielder. And yes, Josh Willingham was at one point a catcher. As crazy as that is, because he turned into a really good hitter and an outfielder. He did not play that much catcher in his career. He wasn't that good of a hitter at this point. You're not going to get him. I think, like, if Deanna Navarro, for example, is a really good hitter, he's fine. Or or somebody who's an amazing fielder as a catcher. Maybe that's a guy then. 75, 80, 85, 70. And then suddenly, yeah, you have 3 catchers, but only 2 really play, and the third one is fielding focused. But our catchers aren't that bad of fielders. I'm not going to get a third catcher because we can always get somebody from the minors who can do that. We don't need another first baseman. Dwayne Kuiper. Fake Dwayne Kuiper. Yeah, we're going to get fake Dwayne Kuiper because it's fake Dwayne Kuiper. He's one of the broadcasters in the game. We did not get him last time when we did the draft. We got the fake Mike Krukow, though. This Dwayne Kuiper isn't that good. And honestly, maybe I shouldn't get it because I need somebody who can play all the infield positions like Willie Harris can. And Willie Harris isn't good, but Willie Harris can kind of hit righties, and that means giving a day off to Sean Figgins once in a while. I like having guys who can just play everything. Although Easley's a little better of a hitter against righties. Let's do that. We'll get Easley. Wonderful. Let's see here. Creedy. Rob Quinlan can hit, and he can play third base and left field. I really need Rob Quinlan. I feel like... maybe one more outfielder? Rob Quinlan's not bad, but I don't really need him on the team. I don't really want a prospect. Dave Roberts is now manager at this point. Good lord. Doesn't it makes me feel old every time I see this stuff. He's still really fast at this point. I don't really need him, though. Let's go see about relievers. Relief pitcher. Todd Jones, 36 at this point. Rick White, former Indian. This guy's 20. I like the fact that he's 20. Great. We found our last relief pitcher. And now we have to pick one other player for our Major League team. We have enough pitchers. We really need another hitter somewhere who I think... What we want is someone who can get some playing time. So we have Platoon that's good enough at catcher. Nobody here is that good of a hitter that they would be better than anybody there. I don't think any of them are that good of fielders to worry about them. First base, we don't need to worry about that. Pujols is fine against both righties and lefties. Franco at the DH. Buck Leonard, worse against lefties, but not that bad. Figgins is worse against righties. Let's see, Easley can hit righties, but not lefties. We could use another person to play the infield against lefties, because I think we have enough guys who can hit righties and lefties at other places. So we could really use someone who can play shortstop or third base and hit lefties well. Keith Ginter, perfect. 85 contact, 82 power, great. Done. Now it's on to AAA, where we're just going to draft 18 years old. Yeah, we're picking the 18-year-old. Unless, well, what does it say about it? All the makings, great. I love seeing all the makings. I don't think I'm going to go that crazy into this draft in terms of drafting everybody and looking for exactly all prospects and stuff. But I might. We'll see. How old are these guys? Because some of these guys are old. Sergio Mitre is young, though. I want guys who are young if I'm going to put them in AAA. I don't want anybody who's older than like 25 as a starter. This guy's 25 exactly. This guy's 24. This guy has some Major League experience. Let's take Justin Wayne. We'll take our 6 starters first and then figure out hitters after. 18 years old, top 100 prospect. Sign me up. Has a fastball that's pretty good already. Great. 23. Is he a top 100? Yeah, another top 100 guy. And this guy, another top 100 guy? Great. We now have ourselves 6 starting pitchers. We don't need any more. Relief pitcher, 24. Done. There's our closer for AAA. Great. And we can take a couple more relievers. Oh, Scott Strickland. Relievers, I'm not as worried about their age because they'll be up and down. A lot of them, because the worst reliever in my bullpen in the majors will be down in AAA, and I'll need someone to replace him. So it'll be whoever the best reliever is in AAA. But I know who any of these guys are. Kent Merker? Let's go. Sure. Oh, Jose Valverde. He's only 25 at this point. I'm pretty sure he's been retired for a bunch of years now. Great. And you want more pitching at the minors because just guys don't have as much stamina. They're not as good, so I'm not worried about drafting more pitchers. This guy's only 25, so that's good. When it all comes down to it. I think we're going to stop with relievers for now. Let's see who we can get that might not be terrible. Not that we need to worry. I'm really more concerned about getting just a prospect. First baseman only. No, I need a first baseman. Shortstop is where we could use someone. Third base utility, though, for Mark DeRosa, maybe. Brian Jackson, he's only 23. DeRosa's how old? 30? Justin Valdez isn't that good. This guy is a top 100 prospect who can play shortstop and first base. I feel like there are enough prospect guys, too, that... Let's just take DeRosa because he can play anywhere, which is nice to have at the AAA level. Suddenly all those shortstop guys are gone! Well, that was worth a shot. Slim Pickens, that's for sure. Oh, he's supposed to be an all-star at some point, and he's 21. There we go. There's an outfielder for us. Oh, Marcus Thames. He can actually really hit. Genuinely hit. This guy can kind of hit, and might be getting good. You can't see the potential level on here. Thames not available. Let's see who else is available at view all positions. Maybe the best overall guys who are not pitchers. Man, there are a lot of pitchers. Oh, a lot of pitchers. Goodness. They're all pitchers. At some point, there's going to be a position player who's not bad, who can help. At some point... Oh, did I miss one? No, there's shortstop. I see a shortstop. Here we go. Jesse Garcia. Well, I need another infielder, and this guy can actually hit a little. At least for AAA. Let's get a couple catchers. Tim Laker can hit lefties. Yeah, he's 35, but he can hit lefties. He can hit for the AAA level. And not nothing. This level, I don't necessarily care. One of the best catchers in the league in the future. He's only 19. I hope his mind is older. Sorry, couldn't resist. We're just gonna go. Let's just go right around. We'll just do a player at each position. First base, done. Second base, let's find Nick Punto is a utility guy. Great. Could use another. We could use some outfielders. Yeah, let's get a right fielder for sure. Oh, get gross. Hey, look at that. Billy Holt. Maybe? Brooke Leafroy? I don't know. That's the trouble. It's like, how do you even tell these guys apart? I figure I'll take the guy who has better plate discipline, even though he's a worse fielder. I don't know. I like walks. This is before baseball realized how good walks were. Don't need another catcher. First, second, short, third. We could use another infielder and another outfielder. Ooh, this guy has a lot of hot zones. Okay, can play first base and left field, so we can take him and then get infielder, outfielder, and a couple others. Sure, let's do that. Alright. Just somebody who can play the infield positions. Don't really care how, don't really care if they're good or a prospect or not. Just need somebody who can play the infield. Shortstop and third, not exactly the whole infield. That's the trouble. Or somebody who can play the whole outfield. This guy can actually hit a little bit, but he can't play the whole outfield. Neither can that guy. So frustrating. Let's see, maybe a left fielder can. William McMillan. Oh, you're a real dude. I don't want real dudes. I want fake players. Ugh. This guy's 27? Sure, he can play everywhere. Why not? Let's just take one more infielder and then we'll figure out the rest of the roster. This guy can play second and first. What kind of a setup is second and first? Ricky Gutierrez, why not? He can play the whole infield. Let's do it. Great. Join me in the chat if there's a decision you want me to make or somebody you want me to pick up. Let me know. Friend Ari's not texting me anymore, so I assume he's still watching. But he, who knows? He just is like, I don't know who I should pick. It's going too quick for me. And it might be a little bit right now. Let's see, somebody, maybe a third baseman who can play the infield? No. A lot of these guys just cannot play other positions, which is very frustrating. I don't want to just have a guy for one position. I want to be able to... Oh, shortstop utility guy, top 100 prospect. Great. Now let's pick a reliever and get out of here. Move on to double A. Any chance should develop into a very good pitcher with some great stuff. Great. Adrian Lincoln, welcome to the team. And now on to double A, where we will once again draft a bunch of starting pitchers first, it looks like. Very good young pitcher. Great. You're old. No thanks. At this point, I just want guys who are very good young pitchers. Not Phil Norton, who's 29. Sorry. I want guys who are very good and young, because that's value. Very good young reliever? Great. Has peaked. Very good young pitcher? Nope. I don't know why this guy gets a bad rap, Jesus Ludwig, in this game. Could become a decent pitcher. I don't get it. The guy has 5 pitches, 2 of which are pretty good now. So yeah, he's getting on the team. So we still need a starter. Are there any starters up? There are, but do we want to just draft starters first? Let's do it, because eventually the game runs out of starting pitchers, and then you put relievers on the land. And I don't want to start relievers. I want to start 5 starters, or 6. So let's get one more starter. Not should continue, not could become, not should continue. We want somebody who has all the tools, who should become a great pitcher, who is a very good young... Has all the tools. Great. Julio Tejera. Done. Now we have to get more relievers. We still need another, probably 4 relievers. Yeah. Very good young pitcher. Great. That's all I care about at this point. Has all the tools. Let me just make sure that I don't have, like, all righties or something. Lefty, righty, right. As long as I have one lefty, I don't really care about the rest, to tell you the truth. 11 and... Pitcher number 12. Done. Now let's get some hitters. Could develop into an average catcher. No. Should continue to develop into a solid catcher in the future. No. Well, he can hit. Omar O'Connor. He can hit a little. Why not? Can't hurt. Want to draft a second catcher? All the makings of a steady, reliable one? Great. We're just going around the diamond. Decent. Nope. Luis Lopez. No, thank you. Not decent players. I don't want anybody who's peaked. I want to see guys who are good, young, have all the has the talent to become a solid player in the future. Great. Ryan Duvall. Second base. Okay, good. Third baseman, who can also play second. Well, has talent to become very solid. Great. That's the thing. You just cannot find guys who can play multiple positions at this point. So we're just going to draft whoever. As my earbuds are still around my neck. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Go figure. Nope. Potential to turn into a very steady, dependable infield. Great. So now we have a full infield. Let's get some outfielders. Oh, this guy can play everywhere, but he's not good. We don't want decent. We want somebody who's going to be a star or has a chance to be. Because it doesn't... There we go. Center fielder with first base. Okay. Let's see. Oh, left fielder can play the full outfield. Great. Right fielder. Nope, we don't want decent. We want somebody who's going to be better than decent. That's for sure. Nope. Come on. There we go. Potential to be very solid. Great. Now we just need a backup infielder and a backup outfielder. Nope. First baseman who can catch is pretty valuable. Let's take it. Still need another guy who can play the other 3 infield positions. This guy should develop into an outstanding middle infielder and can play the whole infield. Great. Done. Need an outfielder who can play the whole outfield, who should develop into somebody good. Has the potential to become a very solid outfielder. Done. Kaz Makita, welcome to the team. And now we have 12 pitchers, 12 hitters. Do we want to draft one more pitcher? Oh, let's draft fake Mike Krukow. We drafted fake Dwayne Kuiper. Let's get the other half of the broadcast team. Let's go. Now we're on to Kinston. We want to get guys who are good. Or at least are potentially could be good. Has all the tools. We got a starting pitcher. That's what I care about more than anything else. Is guys who could become good. Continues improved play. Could become decent. No. Oh, should develop into a very good pitcher. Reliever, that's fine. There will be starting pitchers available for a little bit. And we'll get them at some point. Hopefully. Could become decent? No. Not that. Nope, 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 nope. I know, I can read these too quickly. Could, no, should. Has all the tools and a starter. Great. Done. Are there any starters? There are still starters. Let's go for starters first, and then we'll figure out other things. Let's see. Should continue his improved play. Could be a one-star guy. Improved play does not mean... It means that he got better and he's not good. Okay, has all the tools. That's third starter. We'd like, ideally, to get to 6 starters if we can. But obviously, it's a 5-man rotation. And if guys get hurt, relievers will have to start. Sorry, not sorry. Another starter. Great. We're up to 4 starting pitchers. And... Nope. We don't want decent. We don't want improved play. We don't want... Probably isn't destined, because that means he isn't destined for anything. Let's be real. Hopefully, I'm going to be really mad if this one gets corrupted. That would really mess me up if that happens. Come on, I need a toolsy player. I need a toolsy guy. Come on. Somebody has to be good. Somebody here has to be a good prospect at some point. And this guy is not going to trouble many batters in his career. His stuff isn't big league material. Wow. At least they're on it. Well, there are no more good starting pitchers left. So we're going to relievers to see if we can get some good relievers at least. Otherwise, we'll just draft a couple more starters, whoever the best available guys are, and move on and get relievers last. Very good. Great. We'll draft the starters, though, just to get them out of the way. They're done. We have 6 starters. We don't need to worry. Let's get some hitters, because relievers will be around. That's the one position that they're just there. Oh, good. Steady, reliable catcher. Let's see if we have a second one we can get. Steady, reliable catcher. 2 catchers. Great. Awesome. First base. Ooh, looks like he'll become a strong ball player. Both of these guys, they're identical. What's different about them? Okay, this guy can bunt better, and this guy can also field better. So why is he worse? Is somebody a different... No, they have the same hot and cold zones. I'm gonna take Stayer, because he seems better. Let's see. Should develop into an outstanding middle infielder. Great. We have first base, second base. Nope, we don't want decent. We want somebody who's gonna be good. Third base, great. Shortstop. Potential to become very steady. Great. Let's get some outfielders. Center fielder. We don't want decent. We want somebody who could be great. Like this guy. Shannon Casey? Is that the name? Oh, Shannon Condry. Okay. I was like, that's the name of someone I went to college with. Left fielder. Nope. Okay, solid. This guy's solid, great. Still need backups, which maybe we won't worry about if they're going to be good or not, if we can help it. I will say this is going a lot quicker than the last one did. Granted, I took a lot of time to show off my collection, so... Well, nobody who is a right fielder who is going to be good. So let's see if we can find a left fielder who can play right field? Or the whole outfield? Who's also good? Potential to become very solid, but can only play left field. Okay, he can play the whole outfield. With 7 speed, let's go. We still need a backup. So we only draft 20 players for single, not 25. So we still need a couple more because we still need a backup infielder and a backup outfielder. And then we'll get another pitcher. So backup outfielder who can play the whole outfield. Let's see if there's some potential. Great. No. And somebody who can play the whole infield, who's gonna be good. Can't play the whole infield. Come on, let's find somebody who's gonna be good and can play the whole infield. Come on, we just need a backup infield. Nothing that good. These are all single A guys. You can play the outfield, not what I need. I need somebody who's either utility or infield. Let's see about somebody else here. What is with all these guys who can play the outfield as their secondary position? Why? Why? Oh, man. Talent to become very solid, but can only play third and short. I want somebody who can play the whole infield if we can help it. And, oh, nope, third and first. Of course, this guy is the guy who can play the full infield. Let's try second baseman. Maybe there's one here who can play the whole infield. Maybe there's a first baseman who can. We don't know. That'd be great if we could find someone who's good enough. I don't think there's a good first baseman. Oh, there is, but he can play shortstop, but not the whole infield. I really prefer somebody who can play the whole infield instead of just, one other position. Otherwise, we're getting that third baseman who can also play short. Looks like who we're gonna get, because I can't find anybody better. Yep, so we're getting that third baseman who can also play shortstop who's good. Or the outfield, I guess? Whatever. Fine. Let's draft a reliever and call it a day. Relievers are the best available. I don't think... Well, there might be a good reliever still available. Oh, has all the tools. Great. Done. We did it. So number 1 overall was fake Barry Bonds at 40 years old. Then a bunch of 30-year-old-ish guys. Anybody who's like a young player? Nobody who's young was taken until I took Pujols. Why did they not take Pujols? Now, time to create the ballpark. We're going to call this one... I don't know what to call it. Last time I think I called it Twitch Field. Let's call it Twitch Plaza is what I call it, that's right. Let's call it Stream Deck. Calling it Stream Deck, which is the name of something that if I had money and enough subscribers, I would buy. We'll put it in the city. Let's do the high right field wall. Indigo. Let's do indigo for the wall color. We want it to be padded, and we want the seats to be blue. Yeah, we want grass. We want it cut crisscross. We want real dirt. And we want batter's box 2, 1, 2, 3. It doesn't really matter. Let's take batter's box 2. In the MVP college games, they really fleshed this out. The ballpark creator, so much better. We're going to put the MVP baseball logo because we're definitely not putting our team's logo there, that's for sure, because it's kind of racist. Now, before we do anything else, we want to buy assets, because otherwise we're going to lose money. Let's buy some concession stands and buy some stores. We want to buy whatever the cheapest one is that gives us the most items to sell. This one, so let's do Strikey Mikey's. Great. That's $2 million there. We just spent, and then we want to buy a bunch of stores that also sell a bunch of items. For example, these ones are 200,000 and only sell one item. For 300,000, we get all that. And then for 500,000, we get that one. Not sure about these. We have 2.2 million. Let's get some more concession stands here. So we have 2.2 million. We could get dugout dogs and then an ice cream stand. I'm thinking that may not be the worst idea. Although we probably should sell soda, right? Yeah, let's get a soda vendor. Along with, we have 1.2 million left, so let's do. We already have a hot dog and peanuts and soda. We could do popcorn, but that's 700 grand, which is such an odd number because the way most of the other stuff is an even amount. Let's do the pizza stand. And we have 800,000. Let's go back to the stores. We can buy these two that are cheap, unless, do we want to buy the cheap ones, or do we want to buy on-deck deals, which is baseball bats, baseball caps, and player toys? Let's buy the one that has 3 items. There we go. We spent all our money. Yay! Now we have to set pricing really quickly. 40 and 15. That's easy enough. Concession pricing, I just lower it by $1 to start the season because nobody wants to come to the games that are 3 out of 10 games. So we don't have to worry there. Then store pricing, I'll lower to 100, 25, 10, 15, 12, and 15, and 12, and 4, and 5. That's it. Great. So that's done. Now, let's have the CPU optimize our rosters because that way we don't have to do anything crazy here. So let's figure out our batting orders are. Yeah, we need to set up our lineups, CPU optimize rosters, which means we'll have to do some call-ups and send-downs because there are definitely going to be platoon guys who aren't in the majors. Like, we're probably going to want. I'm not sure. Maybe they just kept everybody. I don't know. Looks like everybody's right on this roster. Except Mitre. I don't think Mitre is accurate. Yeah, they made some changes to our pitching, so we're going to want to send down a few pitchers. Because we don't need 12 pitchers. We need 10 pitchers at the major league level. Let's be real. So we will send down our worst 2 pitchers, our worst starter, who is Mitre, probably, because, well, actually this Bimal guy might be bad. He's 18. Let's see. Yeah, we'll send him down because we don't want him to get a big head. At 18? Seriously? And then one other starter we'll send down because we want 4 relievers and 6 starters. And now, right now, we have 7 starters. Oh, Utisline. Well, that's an easy one. Mitre. Okay, that's fine. Keith Ginter needs to come up because he can hit lefties. And then we need one other, somebody who can hit lefties well, or somebody who can hit the ball well against some sort of handed pitching. One of these guys, is it possible that guy's in Double-A, whoever they are? Well, Tim Laker can hit lefties, but not exactly who we need. Maybe they're in Double-A, I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out because they'll have a major league contract probably. Let's go back to AAA. Who else has a major league contract? Oh, they all have AAA contracts. Okay. Because most of the time, if you draft them to the major leagues... Oh, this guy. Oh, I guess it was another reliever. Now I kind of don't want to have... Now I guess we'll have an 11th reliever? 11th pitcher? Eh. Not the worst thing. Fine. Okay, so now we'll put Conrad as a middle reliever. 4-seam fastball and a sinker, that's it? Okay. And Hermanson, actually Sanchez needs to be a setup guy. Hermanson can be a middle reliever. And we're good. Pretty solid stuff. Fix manually. There, they did it. So let's figure out their second base situation. That's easy enough. Ricky Gutierrez can play there. Wonderful. I don't really care about the minors as much. They'll figure it out on their own. I'm not worried there. Great. Now we'll go to the batting order for the Indians and let's figure out who's going to play against each type of pitcher. First off, against righties will definitely be Wilson. Not Willie Mo. Let's see. We have 82 and 73 for a guy who can play any infield spot. Somebody has to be worse than 82 and 73 who's in the infield. And somebody is. That somebody is Figgins. Do we have anybody else who can play against... 79-57 is the best that's left. And that might be better than Cesar's Turris, but I'm going to keep his Turris there. Now we have to figure out how we want to order the lineup here. Crisp can lead off, followed by Pujols, Beltre, Buck Leonard in right field, which is exactly what I would do. Franco Holiday? Yeah, Franco Holiday, easily. Vance Wilson, Cesar's Turris. I like that lineup. So now we just have to copy it over to the non-DH lineup, even though that doesn't actually matter now that I think about it, because nobody has a not DH. Great, so we can go on to lefties. So against lefties, he's good enough. Let's see, who's on the bench that is good against lefties? Willie Mopena. And guess what? Matt Holliday sucks against lefties at this point. So no thank you. And then Keith Ginter is 85-82. He has to be better than somebody in the lineup. A couple of somebodies. Definitely Beltre. And definitely Cesar's Turris. I'm just not sure who I should get rid of. Beltre or his Turris. Beltre I think is better. Yeah, 78-71. So we'll get rid of his Turris because Ginter can play anywhere. And can kind of field, which is fine. Maybe I don't want him at short. Whatever. Now we just have to order the guys. We are gonna. Anybody who puts up a left-handed hitting or left-handed throwing pitcher. Oh, Layla's back. Hello. Anybody who throws a lefty against this is not going to like hitting. So who is the best against lefties? Willie Mo, probably? Yeah, Willie Mo and then Miguel Olivo, which is crazy, but not that crazy. And definitely Ginter there, fifth. Then Franco, and then let's go Leonard, Franco, Beltre, Figgins. Great. Lineups are set. So now we are going to do a couple of things first. First, we want to do what I like to do, which is cheap, and re-sign all the guys who have only 1 year left, who aren't going to take more money or some sort of ridiculous role. Like, I'm sorry, Cesar's Turris is good. He can walk for $8 million. No thanks. And all these guys want more money. Buck Leonard's good. I think we'll just keep him for 3 years at 10.8, because at least then he becomes a tradable asset. Harden at 300,000 isn't going to cut it. No. Ooh, man, we're going to have a lot of roster turnover at this rate. Okay, he has a situational contract, and he's only a situational catcher right now. Oh, he doesn't want a second year? Part of me wants to sign him for a second year just to see what happens. 46 at this point? Sure, we'll sign him for a second year. I don't mind. No, everybody wants more money, and... Oh, well, he wants the same amount of money. Sure. I don't mind giving guys the same amount of money and the same contract, even for a couple more years, because, yeah, at some point they'll get worse, but they make so little that that I can just trade them as part of something for someone. Let's see, everyday AAA, great, done. Indispensable AAA, same as what he's making now. Same as what he is now, great. I don't want to get... I'm fine doing that way. That way we have the guys for a while, like this guy. No, I'm not giving you a major league contract yet. And I'm not giving you an $800,000 raise to pitch in AAA. Nope, you're not getting that. You're not getting a major league relief deal. Neither are you. Neither are you. Punto wants everyday AAA, great. Especially for the backup guys. Oh good, it does work now. I must have had that setting where the chat went away. Now I know that. So now I'm gonna have to change that after I'm done here tonight on all of them, so that when people are actually in the chat, that the chat populates like it is right there. Ooh, no thank you. 3.8 million? I'm not giving someone 3.8 million to play in AAA after this year. Sorry. No. God. That's a lot of money in this. See about the AA guys. Nope. You want the AAA contract? You want a major league contract? No. No. Now it's a AAA relief contract. Pass. What is with these guys? They don't lie. What's a AA contract? I guess he technically already has a AA contract, but he's in single A, so no. No, because you're in single A. Again, these guys who are in single A are not getting out of single A yet for a reason. So mean. I'm so mean to these guys. These are fake players. I'm not too worried about their feelings. At least not that much. Okay, now we're done with that part of it. 6 years for Pujols here. 5 for Beltre. That's a good core. That's going to be dangerous. And expensive. But I think worth it. We'll see how this goes. I'm not going to play. We'll actually sim a little bit, but let's see. Expected income. Yeah, we don't make money early on. We don't make money to start. I know. But let's save this first. Let's save the owner mode. New owner mode save. This is going to be stream, is what I'm going to label it, because that's what this is. This is my stream owner mode. Fingers crossed this time it doesn't get corrupted. Luckily, I didn't spend 3 hours. I only spent an hour and change on this one. So, rude. I'm rude to them. Maybe I am rude to them. What can I say? You know, maybe they'll play well, and then I'll look like the idiot for being rude to them. But I'm not spending $3.8 million on a guy who's not going to help me win a World Series at the Major League level. AAA championships are nice, not what I care about. Save complete. Wonderful. So let's advance to the next day, because right now we have no money in the bank. And guess what? Now we're down $282,000. Isn't that great? Yeah, we made early purchases so that we don't have to worry. Yeah, you don't want to upgrade the ballpark. Upgrading the seating is the scammiest thing you can do early on, because you don't, at least not for Cleveland, because you do not get enough of anything. Ooh, the White Sox are 30th. Awesome. This guy's a bad person. Anybody else who's a bad person in their lineup? Doesn't look like it, but he's definitely a bad person. He may play better if I pay better. That is possible. Oh wow, we're considered the best hitting team and the 29th best pitching team. So we're second to worst for pitching, which I drafted. I feel like earlier, didn't I? Maybe I didn't. I don't know. 24th in fielding and 10th in base run. I think we'll be okay though. I think our pitching may be better than people realize. Maybe? We'll find out. But our hitting being number 1 is great. That will be able to save us even if our pitching sucks. So why don't we quick sim opening day and see what happens. We won 10-7. Let's see. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. Don't care. Don't care. Daily finances screen. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. So we have been on the road now. We're now $1 million in the hole almost because of how much you lose every day. So the daily finances screen that they mentioned, we get $326,000 from media and sponsorship every day. Unfortunately, we lose $281,000 every day that we're not at home. And we only get the media stuff on days that we play the games. So we really lose out every day, except for home games, which we don't have for another week, and then we make some money back, hopefully. How'd Burley pitch? Not that well. Not great. Ooh, Hermanson, not good to see you at the 27 ERA. But that's okay. We're just going to keep going. In fact, we're just going to sim through. Let's see how we do for the first week of the season. Let's see. 2-1. Yay, yes, yay. We're winning so far. Oh, 2-2. Maybe not. Okay, 4-2. We will take a 4-2 record after our first 6 games. What else are they saying about financial trends screen, which that I know about. So we're finally having our home opener today. Matt Clement, all right. As a kid, I always thought he had a really cool facial hair. I don't know why I liked that, but I guess that was also just part of like the times. Like in the 2000s, that was the popular look. It was. Starting pitching's not been great. He hasn't actually pitched yet, which is good because he's a fifth starter and he's 20. So that's fine for now. Hermanson hasn't been good, but at least the back end of our bullpen, the guy hasn't pitched yet. I mean, I guess it's 6 games, and they're not all going to pitch forever. Oh, Albert Pujols is mashing after the first week. Beltre's not. Surprisingly, we only have one of the Hall of Fame guys on our team. I mean, there are a bunch of them. There are like 2 teams worth in this game, so like 50 guys, and we drafted only one of them. Granted, he's a good one, so I'm not going to complain. Maybe Beltre will turn it around. Who knows? Either way, we're playing well enough. We're 2.26 million in the hole. Let's see what happens after today. Just gonna quick sim this. We lost, unfortunately, in the 12th. Frustrating. But let's see. How much money did we make yesterday? See, we made like 250,000. Old. Ay. What we're gonna do is actually sim the game. We're gonna sim it with a line sim so that we can actually see how much money we brought in from everything. Because again, we're 2.34 million in the hole. Not good. And actually, the playoffs are really the only way you can make money, it feels like, in this mode. Yes, don't care about the minors that much. Harden's supposed to pitch. That's fine. Whoever's there. We're just going to sim the game. Oh, Brett Tomko, by the way. Born in Euclid, Ohio, near Cleveland. Fun fact. His dad was the mayor there years ago. So, yeah. No, his dad wasn't the mayor there. What am I saying? His dad actually helped mixing things up, I think. If I'm not mistaken, his dad, I think maybe it was that his dad helped come up with the name of the Cavs and won the contest? Let me see here. Brett Tomko. I'm looking at Wikipedia now. He was born in Euclid, Ohio. That part, at least, I knew. Moved to Southern California when he was 3. Thought it was maybe... Yeah, there it is. Things I did not know. Brett Tomko's father named the Cavs. So yes, the Major League pitcher, his father named the Cavs. That's what it is. But yes, they were in... Go. They were, what was I saying? They were, they needed to come up with a team name 51 years ago, and they came up with Cavaliers, I guess. Thanks to Brett Tomko's dad. We're just gonna sim this game quickly. 7 runs in the first off of Tomko. We'll take it. 9-2 win. So let's look at the income. So we brought in 479,000. That's good. Teamed with the daily revenue, with the media stuff, we made 200 grand. We'll take it. However, we're going to lose a lot of money soon. So where were we on things? Let's go to the owner's box and see how our pricing is looking. We may want to lower pricing a little just because we're not selling that many tickets and therefore not selling that many concessions. I mean, I think we're fine on the hot dog price. We'll up the price of soda and pizza for sure. Up the price of peanuts and an ice cream cone, because if we're selling through those really quickly, you want to find the sweet spot, you know, between how much you're selling and how much stuff is selling for. So I think we're fine. We'll just keep simming a little bit because we're going to be in the red all season. And we're going to be like 5 million in the red soon enough. Because when you're on the road for 10 straight days and you're losing 500,000, that's 5 million right there. I doubt that even if... I bet you will still be in the red even after May 1st. But now we can sit back, relax, and simulate for a bit. Anything anyone want to ask me in the chat? Want to talk about in the chat? Let me know. It's kind of going to be a little chill for a bit as we sim for the first chunk of the season. And are not doing too well. Not exactly what I want to see. No, I'm even going to check my phone. Whatever. Auto fix, it's one day. Who cares? Auto-utilize, great. Easy enough, who cares? I'm not gonna worry about that. Okay, we're 500 right now, which is fine for now. For now. We'll get better. The team will improve. I mean, we'll send some guys up, we'll call some guys up, send some guys down. No biggie. Auto fix, whatever. Let's see here. Okay, 13 and 11. 14 and 11, even better. That's not a bad first month at all. Not at all. Let's see. We're 1.7 million in the hole still. Not great. Not great. Why so handsome? Are you asking me why I'm so handsome? I don't know. I'm not. I don't know. I'm just leaning back, relaxing in my Zelda shirt. Actually, that reminds me of a take. I have. So I don't like Zelda games, except for Breath of the Wild, which I absolutely loved. But I hate most of these games. Most of the Zelda games. I don't like the puzzles or the story or something about them. I just don't love. But Breath of the Wild had such an impact on me. I mean, I bought the shirt for a reason. I wouldn't buy it if I hated the game. Well, granted, I bought a shirt for In-N-Out Burger, and I didn't really care for that one. 560? We're going to swap these two, because 560 ERA, not good. 135 ERA, much better. I know it's only like 15 innings, not that much, but it's a small thing. Hermanson is terrible right now. We'll keep him for another month because he's an older guy who has 5 pitches and has a lot of stamina. Actually, let's move him to long relief. That way he won't be used as much in as high of leverage situations. Anybody really pitching that well in AAA? I mean, .57 is good in 15 innings, but nothing that good. No, not really. Eh, not bad, but only 9 innings. Nobody there is really lighting the world on fire. Despite them having the best pitching in the in AAA, so maybe I'll come up to the majors soon. Mark DeRosa hitting really well. That's good. I don't know if there's anybody else doing that well. Not really. Okay, let's go to the majors. Not good for Coco Crisp, but he's getting on base. That's what matters. The fact that Coco Crisp is getting on base is good enough for me out of a leadoff hit. Albert Pujols is Albert Pujols. Adrian Beltre will turn it around. Buck Leonard's still hitting well. Julio Franco, no home runs, surprisingly. But he's hitting, and that's what we want. Matt Holliday is getting on base. That's a positive. So we'll see about that. Let's see. Maybe he'll hit for some power. I mean, he's only playing against righties. Damian Easley is hitting well, only against righties. Wilson hitting well, only against righties. Cesar Izturis not hitting that well. Let's see here. Olivo hitting really well because he only hits lefties and he's really good against lefties. Figgins, terrible so far this year, but he hasn't played much, so. Same with Willie Moe, man. Not a good start. Has this guy even hit at all this year? Has he played at all? Why not? I don't know. Ginter hitting well against lefties. That's good. So, not terrible. Not terrible right now. I mean, I think we just keep humming along until... Let's see. We're going to have a very long road trip here, and I want to see how badly we are in the hole after that. Regardless of our record. Maybe we just save a bunch of money. The problem is, if you save money, it's so weirdly counterintuitive. You save money, and then your media contracts and stuff all go down, so you bring in less money. So you still lose about the same amount, maybe a little bit less, but not significantly less. As crazy as that is. So let's keep simming here. We're having a better month of May after a decent April, but 8 games above 500 is good. 7. Okay, back to 8. C, back to 8. 10 above, great. This is good. Do I ever play games from this decade? Yes. Have I streamed games from this decade? No. Not yet. I am going to stream newer stuff at some point. That would require me to move my PS4 down here, and I don't necessarily want to do that to bring it in my office, because I like being able to play it on the big TV in my room instead of the crappy 720p TV that I have on my desk. So there's that to consider. Other things that I have to consider. I mean, I may bring down my PS3, which I would be playing a game from the last decade on there, because I'm thinking I'll do that and we can do NCAA basketball and NCAA football and have fun with laziness. It's not laziness. Oh, come on. It's not laziness that I don't do it. It's a lot to unpack and stuff. I have a whole setup upstairs. I will say, though... Oh, see? I knew I'd get to $5 million in debt at some point before the end of this simulation. I knew that would warn me. We're probably going to be like $6-ish million in debt, because we were just on the road for 3 weeks. Ooh, great May. Not a good start to June, but we're about to be at home a bunch. Let's see, bank balance low. Yeah, I'm going to figure out... that. I'm gonna figure out to set pricing. Oh, we've been selling out, so I'm gonna definitely up those for sure. And then let's up that price by $1 since, oh yeah, by $1 there. This is gonna be $3.50. Everything goes up. Sorry, broke. Yes, I am broke, both in the game and in real life. Trust me, the knockoff capture card I have seems to be working, but hopefully it stays that way. Anything that's selling enough will up price. Hopefully that gets us a little more money, because right now we still lose 281 every day, and we're projected to lose 10 million. We're actually projected to make a little money the rest of the season. That's good. We don't want to lose $10 million, though. In fact, we may do some giveaway things, because the promotional days seem to get fans in the door and make us more money. So actually, in fact, I am going to do just that. Let's add a promotional day. I don't think we can actually buy these ones because we don't have money. The only thing we can do is give people free tickets to get them in the door. We seat 20,000. We can give away the entire stadium if we want. Let's not do that. Let's see how many people attend on Tuesday, and then whatever the difference is, we'll give Wednesday, Thursday free tickets. These free tickets gets them in the door and gets them buying things, in theory, which is good. Granky not having a good season. Alshrat having a worse one. Hermanson having a worse one. Ay, not a good thing to see. I'm thinking maybe we send down those two, move Greinke to the bullpen, and pick up whoever the best starters are from AAA, which is Justin Wayne, apparently, and Daryl Buehler, who's 19, and we'll just kind of go with it. We'll see, maybe Garrett, who's 23, maybe? He doesn't really have good pitches. I don't know. Justin Wayne has a 93 fastball, though. Let's do that first. Then we'll look at the hitting and figure out that one. Hitting is whatever. 361, still 16 homers. I wonder if that's the league lead. We'll have to check after this. Beltre's starting to hit. Yay. So let's send down Alshrat, and we'll send down Hermanson, who has been really bad in 11 and 2/3 innings. So we'll pick up a starter for sure. We'll take Wayne and put him in the 5 spot in the rotation. Give them a raise. I'm not giving them a raise. If they can't pitch well now, why do they get a raise? And then the best reliever would be Valverde? Probably? Either Valverde or Bennett. Valverde's pitched more. Let's call him up. And then so we'll put Wayne in the rotation in the 5th spot, move Udisline to a 4. Greinke becomes our long reliever, and Valverde goes to middle relief. Great. They won't pitch better. Okay, let me actually make sure that Outshrek's in the rotation. He is. I might put another starter in the rotation instead of a bunch of relievers. I don't know why they do this at AAA and stuff. That's annoying. They do it like that. Like, why is a starter closing? A starter should not be my closer. We'll put Hermanson as the closer, and we'll put this guy in the rotation because he should be there instead of Larmore. Great. They will not pitch better just because I give them a raise. Not in this game. Let's look at the batting order of the majors and see if there's anybody who might be better. Anybody really struggling? Beltre will turn it around. It's Beltre. He'll be fine. Leonard's hitting well. Franco, one homer, but he's hitting the ball well. That's not nothing to be able to get on, 371 on base percentage. Holiday's been fine. Beasley's been fine. Pretty good for Wilson. Cesar Turris is now hitting 373. What kind of a month did he just have? Yeah, nobody off the bench is really hitting that well that I'm like, oh, I need to make sure that he's playing more, especially the only one will be Figgins, and Figgins is sub 300 on base percentage. Not good. Not giving anybody a raise. I'm not. They can give me a raise. How about that? Let's see. Where were we here? Batting order. Fine, I think. Unless it's somebody hitting that well in AAA. DeRosa's hitting 338. Maybe we call him up, but we don't really have anybody else on the roster who's on the bench. I'm going to see how many guys are on each of these minor league teams' rosters and add a hitter if they have a space forward. Because I don't like having two guys on the bench. Okay, great. We can get a hitter. We'll see who's the best hitter available. Nope, all relievers, all relievers. Come on, there's got to be somebody who can hit. There we go. Alfredo Jackson. I don't care that they're not good. I don't care that these guys aren't good. This guy, he's a player. He goes to Kinston. Great. That's fine, because they need a hitter. They need somebody who can hit. Let's just... Todd Dempster. Does he want a major league deal? No? Okay, let's just put him in single A. We'll get a couple more guys for... We'll get at least one more guy for both AA and AAA. Whatever, as long as they can play a few positions. That's all I really care about. Great, this guy can play the infield. Wonderful, he goes to AA. And we get one more guy, because... Oh no, we'll need one more guy for AA, and then one more guy who will end up going to AAA. Guy can play the outfield spots. Great. Done. Now let's get one more guy who can play the infield and put him in AAA. Even if he sucks. I don't care. They just need other guys. They don't have enough players, I feel like. Now we have 100 guys in our organization. We cannot sign anybody else without releasing someone. Either way, I think our guys are okay. Our pitchers seem to be happy mostly. Greinke's not, but Greinke's also Zach Greinke, so there's that to contend with, of course. So let's keep going. I'm thinking we'll go to the All-Star break. Not on this exact simulation. Let's sim the one day. See how many people showed up for that game against the Rockies. And then adjust our stuff. 15,562. So let's give out 4,000 free tickets for those 2 days. And then if the others will base it on promotional days. So we'll give out, okay, that's a 444. So we'll do 4,000 free tickets for each of these days. Hopefully that makes a difference. Maybe? I mean, free tickets. I could pay the players more, but how about free tickets for the fans? The people, the thousandaires deserve to be able to go to the game for free. How about that? Is that a good is that a good compromise, Layla? Keep going here. Let's get these ones done because 4,000 should be perfect to get us to sellouts. Technically not sellouts, but more people in the stands, and it's about the right place for where we want them to be. And then we can do... We'll see about the Red Sox one. We'll go with... We'll play through the we'll play through the first Red Sox game and see. Because we're not going to give out any free tickets, and actually we may raise the prices come the Reds game. Ooh. No. I'm not doing that. Not trading away Mark DeRosa, who can play literally anywhere and is in AAA and fine being in AAA. I'll take that. Ooh, not a good week. Not a good week for us. Well, I guess not terrible. 3-3. 8-10 this month. Not exactly how you want to do it. Okay, so only 8. Okay, that one at least, these were closer to sellouts with the 4,000 free tickets. So we'll give the 4,000. That's so interesting that that game was only 14,000 despite 4,000 free tickets. What games would you like to see me stream? Let me know. Put it in the chat and I may stream those games. Granted, I'll stream something newer at some point, I promise that much. But I like doing some retro things, at least to start. Man, he's been good so far. He's still not great. Valverde's pitched decently enough. Great. Let's go to the owner's box and see what we can do about promotional days. This was a 4 out of 10. That game, like, was it? No, it was still a 4 out of 10. It's surprising the 4,000 free tickets would still only mean 14,000 fans. That's surprising. Do 4,000 free tickets for those games, and then we are not going to do any free tickets because the Reds are good. Any other games that are like a 4 out of 10? Okay, 8 out of 10 will want to raise ticket prices. As long as they're like a 5 out of 10 impact, that means people want to go. And by the time August comes, I don't really care about. I mean, people just go to games because we're better and the season's gone. So let's see about ticket pricing. Those are good numbers. I'm not going to complain about those. Let's see about concessions. We're selling decent enough amounts of stuff that I think we're okay. Actually, we'll up the ice cream cone price. We'll up the peanuts and all these things once. Not... Yeah, let's up the price of hot dogs. You know, they're getting in for free. They can pay for hot dogs. Come on. Man, we don't make much from these things. Yeah, we're just gonna... We'll lower this price back down to $12. And this down to... Well, we'll keep it at 20 because I don't want to lower it by $5. This one we'll lower to 6. And then we're good. So... Let's sim through the rest of the homestand. We're still 3.67 million in the red, but I'm betting after this homestand, especially with the Reds game coming up. Actually, I'm gonna sim the first game of the Reds series because I'm betting we'll be able to raise ticket prices because I'm thinking that'll be a sellout or close to it. And in fact, I was right. It was close to a sellout. That's good. That means we should probably up that ticket price and that ticket price. Concessions are fine because more people are showing up, which means more people are buying the stuff, which means we're making more money. Anything that's like 40% selling through, we want to up the price of. I'm thinking. So let's do that. Let's up. Yeah. People really want their ice cream. Go nuts. Anything that's... I never know with not concessions, with memorabilia, t-shirts. I don't know. Should I up the price of some of these things? I never know. I just am guessing half the time. I mean, we have more we can sell, but there is some sort of a sweet spot. I don't know why, but... Oh, who's proving themselves in AAA? Daryl Buehler, not bad. Oh, wow, 80 strikeouts to 17 walks? That's good. He's only 19. I'm going to not have him roster, though, because most of my guys have been good enough. Harden's been fine, not great. Mark Burley's been... Oh yeah, I forgot to check his... let's find out if Albert Pujols is leading the league in home runs. Melvin Mora, okay. Al Kaline in home run is leading the league in home runs. You know, I probably should have guessed that Pujols would not be that high. Where is he? 16 homers. But that's still very good. 61 RBIs, though. That's going to be near the top. Yeah. Darren Erstad, #1 in RBIs. That's not a name I expected. Stolen bases, okay. We don't have anybody who's stealing a lot of bases. I don't know, is our offense not that good? I thought our offense was the good part. All I know is it's unfair to have Babe Ruth on your team. 341, 481, 644. Good lord. Jackie Robinson, 478 on base percentage. Man, this is just... The Royals must be unbelievable if they have 3 guys slugging like 650 or higher, 646 or higher. That's remarkably good. Their pitching's terrible. Burley's 6th in ERA, though. That's good. Bob Wickman leading the league in saves. All right. Didn't expect to see that name at the top. Tom Seaver, Satchel Paige leading the league in strikeouts. That makes sense. Only 1 walk for Valverde so far. That's good. Burley with 4 complete games. Cy Young with 5. Okay. Tom Seaver pitching very well. Burley's 2nd in innings pitched. That's good. So let's go to standings. So our pitching has actually been really good, and our offense has been fine. The Royals have been world beaters on offense. 468 is 100 runs more than anybody else. 97 runs more than any other team has scored, it looks like. 97 or 94. Oh no, 396. They're the best offense in baseball. We're not bad. 287 for runs allowed is really good. I mean, I'll take that for sure. I mean, or what? Fewest runs allowed? Second fewest? Second fewest, okay. We'll take it, though, so far. 10 games above 500, that's all we can really ask for. So let's sim these 2 games against the Reds, see how much money we make, and then, yeah, go back into the red. Ooh. I like Yogi Berra. I'm not trading my best pitcher who's signed for another year for him. Especially when my catchers aren't that bad. Jesus Ludwig, whatever. Mark Gross out, whatever. I don't really care about the injuries in the minors. I don't necessarily care that much about them in the majors either, to tell you the truth. Oh, man. Harden's not been great. Greinke hasn't really pitched that much. There's Harden. I mean, at least our bullpen's not bad. Just hoping to see a little bit better of a number there. Housetrack's pitching well in AAA. That's good. And then this guy's good. That's... Let's see. Beltre's still not hitting well, but he's hitting for some power again. Hoping that these 3 guys can kind of become like, not 600 slugging percentages, but 500 slugging percentage guys. 3 of them back to back to back. Oh man. Holiday should be there too. At least getting better. Obviously hasn't been very good. That's not good. I would expect him to be better. Do I want to put in Figgins? He's kind of been hitting better this year. I think we make that swap against righties. When he's just on the bench. Let's do it. And then Figgins can hit. That works. So against lefties, we're fine enough, I think. Beltre's only hitting 251, which is just shocking. He's Adrian Beltre. Oh, you're not happy? I don't care, Matt Holiday. You need to play better. Then I'll be happy, and maybe you'll be happy. Oh yeah, I forgot to check how much money. We are 1.83 million in the hole. Okay, that's not bad. Let's sim up to the All-Star game. There is no home run derby, but there is an All-Star game here. We can see who's on the All-Star team. And then we can also see who the finalists are for the awards. Ooh, 8 days. Fix manually. Great. That's how I'm fixing it. 8 days, they can make it 8 days without him. Yeah, let's do that. 12 and 15 June. So April was decent. May was great. Except for Sundays. Good lord, Sunday's not a good day for it. Oh my god. We won our first 4 Sundays. We've lost 8 Sundays in a row. Hey! The Sunday streak comes to an end. That's good. Unfortunately, not doing too well the rest of the days of the week. Okay, 44 and 39. Minor league teams haven't exactly been great either. We really don't want to go, you know... Okay, good. We can manually edit him. Let's put him as a middle reliever. Greinke hasn't really pitched much, and Harden hasn't been great. Wayne hasn't been that great either. Ay vey. At least Beltre's hitting a little more. I mean, yikes. Let's put a couple guys on the trading block to make them feel better about themselves. Olivo, that'll make him happier slightly. Figgins is going to play mostly every day now, so that'll cheer him up. Ginter shouldn't even be mad. They can go on there, that way they're a little less sad, these players. I only put 3 players on. I don't really care about the pitchers because none of them are that bad. We're sad. Any free agents? No, nobody released anybody, so let's see. Corey there. Let's go to keep simulating? Yeah, let's keep simulating. Oh my god, 5 straight losses? Not what we want to see. 6. We lost 6 games in a row right before the All-Star break. Not good. 2 and 8 to start the month of July. Good lord. Oh, today's the All-Star game. Also, I just remembered, I forgot to check about staff. Oh good, they're all signed for multiple years. Great. No need to worry about it. What's the trade? Jason Kendall for Bobby Crosby. Okay. Now let's go here. Let's see. Pujols is 6th in the MVP race. Kansas City has the top 3 and 4 of the top 5. That's not fair. And then Mark Burley's 10th. It's weird seeing names like Scott Schoenweiss in between Satchel Paige, Tom Seaver, and Walter Johnson. It's going to be weird for a few years in this league. Very weird. I love it, though. Okay. Are we going to play the All-Star game? Oh, yeah, I wanted to check one other thing. How many All-Stars do we have? We have Albert Pujols and Juan Rincon and not Mark Burley. Interesting. We're just going to sim through that. We are 3.71 million in the red. Not good. But we have this really long homestand coming up, and I'm actually going to take advantage of that to see about promotional days. In fact, actually, we don't need any promotional days. In fact, I'm going to guess that we're going to be good on pricing for that whole homestand. We're just going to sim through it all and see. Maybe that gets us in the green. It's possible. Granted, we need to be playing better than 2 and 8 to start the month. Okay. 2-0. Oh, that's bad news. So we are going to put Pujols on the disabled list for 15 days so that we can call somebody up. Who that will be is a good question. Who can hit the ball even against one type of pitching? Tim Laker can, but I already have a DH. I need someone who can play a position, who can kind of hit. Eesh. It's not good. Maybe there's someone in Double-A? Unlucky? Nope. Well, nobody who can hit the ball that well in Double-A either. So, he's 48 and 62, and he can play first. This guy might be it. This Regnier. Okay, he's decent, but he can hit the ball a little bit. He's not hitting that well in Double-A, but he's coming up to the majors. Good lord. Somebody else can play first base, hopefully. Who's the best hitter against righties? It is easily who can play the whole infield. Great. Let's just put him right in there. Oh shoot, I have to fix all the lineups, of course. Franco can play first against the NL. Well, against when the pitcher needs it, which doesn't matter because there's DH in the whole league. Let's see here. Who else can play first base? Matt Holliday can, but he can't hit lefties at all. Turris kinda can. He's hitting well, but he's only playing against righties. It's a whole thing. Tough decision. Regnier, you're in. Let's go. Let's get it, buddy. 24 years old. Played at Double A. 6'9". Let's go. I'm liking it. I mean, I could, in theory, put Franco in at first base against everybody and then have just somebody else hitting against pitching. But I feel like Easley would be the guy who I'd pick anyway. And then against lefties, it would probably still be Regnier. Yeah. So, well, maybe not. Maybe I would put it as Turris, but I'm not going to worry about it. Let's see. Double A, let's just throw somebody at first base. Okay, Valdez, great. You can play first base. I really don't care about the minors as much because the guys will hit or they won't. And they'll improve and I'll find out in the off season. I'm not worried about it. Let's get through the first. Let's save first off. Oy, now we dropped that one change. Dropped us from first to third as in hitting. Save over stream, yes. Save that for now. Takes a little bit. Crazy how slow it is for how little data that there is on these things. Well, save complete. Great. Took like 5 minutes. We are going to go through the homestand here, finish up the homestand, hopefully keep winning a few games. Or maybe not. No Pujols is going to kill me. That's not Julio Franco. I don't care, it's DeRosa. He's in AAA. Not worried about it. Gosh. I'm stressing out a little about this. Okay, the homestand is going pretty well overall. We started the month 2-8, and we are Sean Green for William Opeña. I'm not taking on $10 million in salary when I already am not making money. Whatever, I'll fix. Okay, we've gotten back to like 500 now, which is fine for now. Let's see, are we ahead? We're ahead! Oh my god, we have 1.27 million to spend on things. And we can up the price of tickets. And probably concessions and other things. And we can buy more concessions. This is great! Let's see, 550 will go up to $6 there. You know what? We'll even raise the price of hot dogs and ice cream bars. And store pricing will go up as well. Yeah, this will go up in price, and this will go up in price too. And that. Great. So let's see. What do we want to buy with 1.27 million? We can buy. We don't have enough to buy everything. We can buy the shortstop stop. And then we'd have 300 grand left, and we could buy an ice cream stand. Or we can buy another soda vendor, which isn't the best deal. I'm thinking we do the store, get the shortstop stop, and then I'll adjust the prices for that. What do they sell shortstop stop? Okay, the jerseys, which are actually expensive, so that's a good thing. And then let's do no attraction. Do we want to do an attraction? I don't think so. Let's wait till we buy up all the concession stands. Now we have an ice cream stand, which means more ice cream can be sold. That's good. So let's set the pricing. We don't need to worry about concessions because it's all the same stuff. We haven't bought any new items. Ice cream cone and ice cream bar are still there. Jerseys, though, I think we'll be good at the prices they say. And if we sell a lot of them, that's a lot more money. So let's see. Right now, we are expected to... Lose 5.6 million as opposed to that's not so bad. We were expected to lose twice that earlier in the season. So we'll take it. And negative 291 for total daily income. Oh, our median sponsorship revenue went up. I guess because we bought more assets and spent more money? I don't know. Either way, we were in the green for a bit. Let that be known. We were in the green for a hot second, which is what we want. Unfortunately, we're about to go in the red for a bit. I'm just betting. Let's just sim till... We'll see if we're in the green after that. The more money we can spend, the better. Utilize, that's fine. Well, at some point we'll have to stop the sim for Pujols to come back. Auto fix. Auto utilize. I figure we'll get through season number 1 today. At least then we can have gotten through this in case it corrupts. I'll have lost more time and more frustrations about things, but... do we want to trade anybody? At the trade deadline after... not a good thing. So we're on July 31st. I don't really care about the pitchers enough fix manually. We can bring him back and then have him just sit there for 10 days. Easily hasn't been very good. Regnier's been really good. That's good. Well, when you're hitting second in this lineup, you better be good. I'm thinking we send down Macias because he doesn't really play at all. And that way, Regnier's still here for the next 10 days, and then we don't have to worry. And maybe we send... Okay, we have to swap Macias with someone. Fine. I'll swap him with someone and then send somebody down to AA. And it'll be that guy, Prince. Who thinks he's coming up to triple? Who thinks he's coming up to the majors? JK, buddy. JK. So we'll put Pujols back on the bench for the next 10 days. That's fine. Pitching's not great, but Wayne's been good since coming up there. Harden's not good. Neither is Maddox, though. Valverde's been bad. I'm sending him down for sure. And then we got to call up the pitcher. Well, who's pitching well in AAA? Let's see. Don't want it to be a starter. I'd rather it be a reliever. Okay, 225 in 32 innings. We'll take it. Jeff Bennett, come on down. Or I guess come on up, in this case, to the majors. Great. Valverde back down. That's fine. That's all fine. And let's keep going. We are doing okay right now. So let's go 10 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That should be exactly the number of days until Pujols comes back, and then our offense goes from good to amazing again. That's what we need to see happen. In fact, I'll keep Regnier on the team if he's going to hit well. Ooh, Willie Mo, no! Doesn't really affect much of our team. It just affects us against lefties again. You know what? Matt Holliday keeps complaining about not playing against left-handed pitching. Now he can play against left-handed pitching. And suddenly our lineup looks much worse against lefties than it does against righties. Goodness gracious. 14 days now, so 6 days for Pujols. 14 for, so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there we go. Come on, let's get to 60 wins in this. More than 60. Good. We're getting back 10 above, great. That's progress, that's what we want to see. Auto utilize, and then hopefully, okay, you're not somebody who's in the majors. I will fix that manually because, okay, Bennett can go as a middle reliever, and Greinke is just going to go into the rotation there. That's fine. If he pitches well, maybe Harden ends up in the bullpen. We'll see. Unfortunately, still have to wait one more day for Albert Pujols. Oh, advance to next day? Manually edit rosters. Great. Pujols is in the lineup again. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. He's been very good this year, and he's still going to be good. Unfortunately, Holliday is Not as good. But that'll be okay. It's only for another week or so. Let's see, where were we? I just want to see, okay, Beltre's hitting better. Buck Leonard's still hitting great. Or at least very good. No power from Franco. I really was expecting a little more power from him. But that's okay. Lance Wilson's been good. Miguel Olivo hasn't been, despite playing almost entirely only against lefties. Hey, I don't care who you are. Wait, hold on. I need to go back to rosters. I forgot. I want to check. Okay. 6 more days for Harden, 8 more for Willie Mo. So we'll go to, well, we'll start the homestand and see how we're doing, I guess, until they come back. Thanks for tuning in, and if you're watching the archive on YouTube, I know, we had to redraft. It sucks. But, you know, we made it through that, and we're going to make it through the 05 season here, which is good. Unfortunately, we keep losing games, so we're not going to make the playoffs, and that's not good. Let's see, who's better? Greinke, still a 5-something ERA. Rich Harden, coming back in. Not great, but it's okay. So far, Justin Lane. Who is this guy? I don't know, but he's been darn good. So far. And then we gotta wait. Let's see, this guy, I'm gonna send him back down to AA, because he doesn't need to be up here as a backup first baseman. So let's send Regnier back down to AA. Or can we send him back down to AAA? Nope. Well, we can. We'll just have to call someone up. And why not that person? Why don't we let that someone be Mark DeRosa? He's hitting 345, unless he's, you know, there's nobody who's that good. Macias hasn't been playing there. So yeah, Mark DeRosa comes up. Great. And now we have another utility guy. So that's what we want to see. And then, oh, good. First base is open in AAA. Look at that. Perfect. Man, we passed the 2-hour mark. I didn't even realize it. So I've streamed for like 4 hours today. What did you do with your day today? Well, I played video games and other people watched at points for 4 hours. Well, that's winter break. I also worked out a bunch, so that's good. I mean, let's see. How am I doing on calories burned? Yeah, I'm good on calories burned, so we're good. We're doing good today. Whew, let's see here. I think we're just going to keep going with it until, how long until? 3 days. 3 more days. We're gonna be back in the green again. This is good. Let's just see about pricing. How are we doing? Okay, we're selling enough tickets that I'm not going to worry about anything else because we're close to where we want to be. Despite getting swept by Tampa Bay. Eesh. Let's see, 3 days. Not another loss. Okay, you're not in the majors. Okay, good. And now we have Willie Mo back, which is what I want to see. Willie Mo is only going to play against lefties in left field. There you go. He hasn't been great this year, but he hasn't been bad. Granted, he's only playing part-time. That's okay. Figgins is hitting 338 now? Who's not hitting? Didn't hit very well. It's supposed to be good against righties, and you didn't hit the ball against him. Gosh. Well, that's okay. I mean, we're hitting well. That's what matters. Considering I guess we are the best offense, supposedly. Let's see, let's keep going. Let's sim the rest of the homestand here. 17,000, that's good. And then we'll buy more stuff, because we'll be in the green again. This is great. 6 Okay, back to 5 above. Man, things are not going super well. Yikes. We are really falling apart a bit here. Let's go to the owner's box, though. Let's take our money and use it smartly. 10 out of 10. Ooh, I got up the price for these. If it's going to be a 10 out of 10 game, we are going to make a lot of money. First, though, let's buy the things we want to buy. Let's buy the rest. Actually, this should be perfect. We'll buy the rest of the stores, and then concession stands, we can spend 2. Oh, I thought it was 2.2. Shoot. Yeah, we'll buy dugout dogs then. And another ice cream vendor, because people seem to love ice cream. So that's good. Now let's go and figure out our pricing. Concession pricing is fine. We're going to up that to like $4.50 for a new item. Oh, that nobody's buying ice cream. Okay. That's going to go down a bunch then to $5. We're going to go down to $3.50, and the nachos are going to be $6. Because $6 nachos. Let's go with it. Man, people are not buying concessions. So I'm not buying jerseys, but they'll show up for the next stuff, which means that'll be okay. I think. Let's go with it. We're going to keep the prices as they are. And that's good, though. We are now, let's see, income statement. We're still expected to lose $5.2 million, which isn't bad. And we're losing $300,000 a day now when we're on the road. Greinke's upset. Well, maybe you should be better. MVP race, Al Kaline, okay. Cy Young race, Walter Johnson, okay, well, nothing you can do when it's those guys. I don't even know what to do. Okay, Jeff Bennett has not been good. We're going to send him down and call up another starting pitcher, maybe? Don't know, because I don't think relievers have been the issue. He just hasn't been good. I don't think the relievers in AAA have been very good. Let's see. Hermanson, no. Valverde's been better, but we saw how bad he was in the majors. Merker? Merker it is! And he'll go in here. 21-year-olds held his own. 116 innings pitched, 3.71 ERA. That's pretty good, considering everything, you know? Greinke, I mean, he's pitched almost as much as Zach Greinke has. The guy has 2 pitches, a four-seam fastball and a sinker. Wait, how is Greinke 8-3, despite having that ERA? That doesn't make sense. Whatever. Not going to worry about it right now. Let's keep going here. Coco Crisp has not been good, but he's getting on base enough that I don't want to move him from the leadoff spot. Beltre's still not great. Buck Leonard's getting on base a lot, but he's not fast. Franco definitely not fast. 47 years old. He had a birthday. Congratulations. Guy played till he was 50 in real life. Unbelievable. By the way, if there's anything you guys want to see me do, say something in the chat. If there's something that, whether it is just you want to see me trade a certain player or play a game or something, because I've just been simming to get through this season. What is with Sean Figgins and Cesar Izturis at the bottom of this lineup? Hitting extremely well. I think I kind of have to move Figgins to the leadoff spot and swap him with Crisp, considering the difference in just on-base percentage. I mean, that seems like a no-brainer. So, there. That's done. All right. Somehow, we're still 30th in pitching. I don't know that we're that bad. Let's look around the league standings. Let's see. Got our hitting second in the division. Our pitching's we've allowed the fewest runs in the division. How is that? I don't know. We're not that good, though. We're just not. Okay, 283 is a good hitting team, but not great. 376 ERA is good. That's good. Might be the best ERA in baseball. It looks like it is. Why? So we have the best ERA in baseball, and we're considered the 30th pitching team? Whatever, okay. Oh, I should check really quickly. I need to go back there. I forgot to check. We are 6 games back in the wild card, so the only chance we seem to have is really just getting better, because it's not like we're going to sneak in with a division or anything like that. Let's sim to the end of this homestand, because I'm thinking we might be back profitable. Oh, God. Coco Crisp's first he sucks. Now he's hurt. Well, disabled list you go. Call up somebody from AAA, not you. Somebody who can play center field. I guess Macias, because he was the guy I had, and he can hit righties at a decent clip. Great. Let's figure out who's gonna hit ninth and play center field. It's gonna be him, I guess. At least against righties, because, well, Willie Moe could. Willie Moe's better. Willie Moe wants to play more? Fine. Have at it. Okay, that can just be Macias there. It doesn't matter because there's nobody that doesn't have a DH, so we're good. Everybody has a DH. Let's see here. Against lefties, I'm gonna put Matt... Oh, wait, Matt Holliday can't play center. Shoot. Oh, he can't play anywhere else either. I don't want to just mess up the whole lineup just to put in someone in center. Macias can hit ninth. That's fine. Whatever. I think we'll be okay offensively. I really do. I think we'll be mostly fine. I think. I say that very convincingly, all right? I mean, 3 straight months below 500 really is going to make you believe in your team. But like, give me a follow on Twitch if you're watching live and you like my content. I promise you, I'm going to do probably more of this with the owner mode. Oh, God, are we about to drop below 500? Not good. I'm also, tomorrow I will definitely go back to the Pokemon Red randomized Nuzlocke I've been doing, and I will be streaming games that are newer than, 15, 20 years ago. I promise. I'll do it not yet. Not tonight and not tomorrow, but I will get to newer games, I promise. Well, guess somebody's gonna make a couple spots starts. Hope you like him, Zach Greinke. I'm not going to put him on the DL. We're suddenly below 500. Wait, we're making money? Wait, we're ahead now? Okay. Let's buy something that we have the money for. Since we have 200 grand, we're going to buy another ice cream stand. Great. So that's good. We're screwed. 10 and 18 in August? What kind? And there's nothing I can really do about it. Except for playing all the games. And I'm not going to do that. I don't want to, I'm not trying to cheat this year. We got to work at it. We've got to work at it. So, hopefully we can get back to 500. And maybe we do, and that's good. And hopefully we get above 500. And then we're just kind of cruising for the rest of the season. And maybe we'll win like 85 games and get into the playoffs. At this rate, that doesn't look likely. At least our single A team did pretty well this year. Okay, let's fix manually. Let's put him on the bench. Okay, well, we have to send someone down. Who's gonna get the short end of the stick? It's gonna be somebody who hasn't played much. DeRosa has 1 hit. Macias has played and has been fine. I think it's gonna be DeRosa. Unfortunately, I think it has to be. Macias has a value. So there you go. That's our decision. So we'll Crisp back on the bench. And he might hit 9th. Let's see. How's Willie Moe doing? He's doing better than Crisp has been this year overall. So I'm going to keep Willie Moe in the 9th spot against righties. And I'm going to put Coco Crisp definitely in the 9th spot against lefties because he can hit lefties. I'm sure, I can look up the matchup stats and stuff, but I'm not concerned about it based on, we know the numbers, Maybe I'll steal some bases. 20 for Figgins. He's down to 346 for an on-base percentage, but that's better than Crisp. Oh, shoot. Oh, wait, that was the NO. Sorry, I just got freaked out for no good reason. Oops. Okay, we're into September already. This season's flying by, and it's not been a great one. At least we've made some money, and we're going to invest it back in the team, which is good. Okay, good. We'll manually edit rosters. Greinke's back down under 5 for an ERA, and Justin Wayne is now above 4. So we're going to keep Greinke in the rotation and hope that makes a difference. 8 and 16 for Richard. Good deal. That's a bad season. And Merker has been bad, but he's 3-0. So we're going to send him down because he's not good. I'm genuinely thinking at this point we're just gonna call up another starting pitcher and have them pretend to be middle relief. He's only pitched 70 innings. Mueller's been good. 3.56 ERA in a lot of innings. He's been good too. 3.27. 148 strikeouts, 126. Mitre hasn't been bad. Garrick's been good. Well, you know what? We'll try Cabrera. We'll try Fernando Cabrera. Why not? We've tried every other AAA reliever for that last bullpen spot. 140 innings, 3.54 ERA. Phenomenal. Phenomenal stuff. I realize that this game unfortunately does silly things with the way it uses bullpen guys. I don't know why it does that when you sim. I don't like it, but that's life. 253 for Beltre. He's gonna get better. No doubt about that, but still not good. Not what you want to see. This Tulio Franco can retire after a really good season. Let's sim through the rest of this. Let's see, what do we get? Only 11,000? What is with only 11,000 people showing up? These are important games, I thought. Whatever. Well, we're above 500, and we're in the green. 2.5 million right now. Let's buy stuff. Any store venues we need to buy? No. That's good. Concession stands. We definitely need to buy a few of those. But we have just enough to buy either Fastball Joe's or the Batter's Box. Soda, hamburger, french fries, pretzel, chicken strips, french fries, fried apple stick. So we don't have any of those items, either of these. I'm thinking let's go for the Batter's Box because it's a cheaper cost per year. So we are going to set the pricing of that at whatever it just says, because I don't know. I'm not really selling as many tickets as I'd like, or not as good as I would like as a team. That's the tough part. Like, we're only 500, we're third place now in the division. I mean, not good. But you know what? We will improve, which is good. And we'll be able to re-sign a bunch of guys. Hopefully. 10-4. Somehow Zach Greinke has more wins than Rich Harden does. I don't get it. Unfortunately, those guys are going to be not on the team after this year because they're going to want too much money. We don't have that kind of money. So let's just finish up and miss the playoffs and see if we end up profitable again to spend a little more money on things. Hopefully we'll at least end up above 500. At this rate, it looks like we may not. Oh, we won't. We ended up 500. Well, that stinks. At least we... What a bad middle few months of the season. And we're 500,000 in the hole. Okay. Well, this ended up as a disappointing year for sure. My God. What is with every reliever we called up just being absolute garbage? I don't get it. Okay, 44, 141, and then 298 and 190Ks. Goodness gracious. The regular season's over. Well, let's advance to the playoffs. I think our single A team, yeah, they qualified. Nobody else did. So we're just going to hit advance the next day a bunch of times and not worry about it. Okay, we lost 500,000, which isn't bad considering we bought a lot of stuff that cost millions. So that's okay. And we're just going to sim through this series because I don't really care. Okay, that was fast. They lost both games. Okay, that's it. Sim entire playoffs. Yeah, sure. Let's see. Who won the World Series, I wonder? Not Cleveland. The Royals did with their unbelievably good offense. Norfolk won. Reading, the Phillies, and then I don't know whose affiliate they are. Only 500 though in the regular season. Well, good for the Royals. Ralph Kiner. Okay, that makes sense. Who won the end? Okay, the Giants did. Okay. Well, we are going to begin the off season. And I think that's a good place to stop for tonight. because the off-season is no saving and a lot of work. And there's a lot of little things that have to be done. And I also don't want this save to end up corrupted, which would be very sad. God, it takes forever to save this game. I don't want to see the save corrupted and then, you know, have the off season of work. One season, whatever. I'm not going to play the game anymore if it decides to corrupt things. So let's just look at our roster here. A lot of guys who need to be re-signed. Let's check our payroll. Maybe somebody who isn't too expensive. Like, Olivo's not a bad investment for 400,000. Figgins wants 400,000. That's fine. Let's do the re-signing of a few of our players. Cesar Turris is going to walk. Matt Holliday, 800,000 isn't that expensive, and maybe it'll get better against lefties. Greinke wants 3.2 million. That's too much. We're not giving you 1.8 despite the fact that you were pretty good this year. You were also pretty good. Not worth the money. 700,000. If he wants 700,000, I'll give it to him. I don't care that he wants every day, whatever. Nope. We're gonna get a lot of new relievers and a lot of new pitchers in this team. On this team. You know, we're gonna run it with Willie Moe because I'm thinking we'll save money because we're not giving $3 million more to Rich Harden. We're not gonna give. I'm sorry, Coco. You had a bad season. We're not giving you 600 grand. No, we're not doubling your salary or yours. Okay, these are all. Let's finish up the Major League guys before I forget. Oh, that's it for everybody. Great. Okay. AAA, I don't think there's anybody who really matters that much. We'll worry about re-signing them in the off-season. Either way, we got a few more guys. We re-signed them. We don't have to worry about paying them till next year. So that's good. Let's save this again. Save it again as stream. Yes. And that'll be that. In fact, I am actually going to swap to... Well, actually, I'll wait till it's done saving, and then I'll swap to the other view. And then we'll call it a night on the stream, which was a good one. I enjoyed it. I mean, it sucks that we had to redraft everything, and our draft position was worse, which definitely made the team worse, I think. But you know what? 500 in Season 1. We will improve. I mean, our Albert Pujols will be back next year, and if he's healthy, I mean, that's probably another couple of wins right there. Just from him being healthy, so we'll be good. Save complete. Great. We're done. I'm going to turn off the GameCube, but first, I'll switch to this one here. Actually, before we go, I'm turning off the GameCube. You see this. I'm going to turn back on the GameCube. You guys won't see this part. At least not for a minute. I'm just going to talk to you guys, whether you're watching live or you're watching on the archive on YouTube. By the way, follow me on Twitter, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please give me a follow on Twitch, because then you'll know when I go live. And actually, I'm going to do one thing as we see the GameCube loading back up here. MVP Baseball 2005. I'm going to up that a little bit higher on the screen, and then I need to copy that over to the other view. But let's see. So now this is back, whatever. We can continue without saving. That's not the part that I'm worried about. What I'm worried about is that the data is corrupt on the owner mode. We're going to find out if it is or isn't. We're going to load it up, and as long as the owner mode loads, we're good. We're going to load stream. Loading. 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 Fingers crossed. Load complete. We're back in. Turning it off. That's done. Back to this view, and I'm going to make a slight change live right here, right now. I'm actually going to swap out the color on the viewer count because it's... Wait, why is view... Wait, that should be black. Huh? I'm very confused. That should be a black color for the font. I don't know why the font is white when the font should be black. That's very weird. There we go. Now the letters, they're both black. Oh, that's why. That's why. Okay. They don't change independently of each other. I thought they would. Turns out I was wrong, and now you can see this on the end of the stream, if you stayed for this long. So isn't that fun? We'll go back to white, because that's what I want to see with the black background, because that's what I want. And that's that now. So yeah, you can see me editing things and seeing how stuff works here. That we can delete now from this view. But yeah, we can't even see how many people are watching and watching live, but no worries. That was fun. I'm glad that this one isn't corrupted. We're going to keep playing that at some point as a secondary stream option. We're definitely going to keep up with the Nuzlocke. We need to grind tomorrow. That's going to be fun. Other than that, though, I'm not sure what else to stream. I mean, right now I think having a couple games is good. I think one Pokemon game is something that I would like to have most of the time because I like Pokemon. I may bring down something newer so that we have at least a little newer something. I just need to clear off enough space on the desk. Easier said than done all the time. So as long as I can figure that out, I'll work on that a little bit. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow streaming Pokemon. Follow me on Twitter. I'll tweet out when I go live. Follow me on Twitch and you'll get a notification when I go live. So yeah, thanks for watching. And YouTube audience, thank you for watching on demand, especially if you stayed with this for almost 2.5 hours. I appreciate it. Have a good one.